Hi, and welcome back. Today we're going to talk about some tips and tricks for FanExpo Dallas. I have been going to FanExpo Dallas for like 5-6 years now. I absolutely love the event, but there are some things that I want to help you out with by telling you how I survive. So there's some tips and tricks to the event itself and just being prepared as a cosplayer, but we're going to get into it with my first biggest tip of them all. Get there early if you want good parking. There are so many people going to this event. Parking is already pretty weird in Dallas, so get there early. You can get in the garage, you can get a parallel parking spot, but if you don't keep this in mind, you're going to be walking a lot to and from the convention center, and it is really uncomfy to do that in cosplay, especially in cosplay shoes. So if you can, please just park somewhere safer and closer to the convention center, and you will have to get there early to be able to get that primo spot. Now, I know a lot of people will park in different lots and then Uber to the front of the convention center. That is also not a bad idea. Keeps you safer, but obviously that's an extra cost on top of it. But please be safe when you're going to and from the convention center. If you can, cover up a little bit more. It is a big city in Texas, so you are a spectacle if you're in cosplay. So you want to be safe, you want to be alert, and yeah, parking is a tragic mess most of the time at FanExpo Dallas. I'm just going to be real. Another big tip, and this is for cosplayers specifically, is have a backup plan. Cosplay is amazing and I love it, but it gets uncomfortable, it gets hot, things break, stuff happens. I always have a backup plan for each day of the convention. I know that's a little bit extreme. That's just what works for me because I have a makeup in mind that I plan to do. And if the costume fails, I can pivot really fast into a different look. Now, if you don't want to bring a full another cosplay, just bring something to change into. Even if it's just a pair of shoes, it'll save your life. Trust me. There's so much walking around and standing at big events like this. You're going to want something to kind of help your body keep going. I usually bring a dress to change into as well as a pair of shoes just in case if I'm not bringing a full another look. And that works really well for me. But obviously, do what you can, pack what you want, just be mindful of having something else. On top of having something else, try to bring something prepared. Do not try on your costume and put it together the day of. I always try to cos test my stuff a week in advance if I can. I'm actually doing that after I film this, but try something on, try the makeup, make sure it all works, put it on all together at least once if you get a chance. I have had so many issues trying on stuff the day of a convention or the day of a photo shoot, and it sucks not having that time to prepare. So if you can, do that now so that it won't happen and you have all the time to fix and upgrade whatever you need to. Speaking of fixing and upgrading, I would bring a repair kit. Now, you don't need to have something as extravagant as I carry. I have done a video on that in the past. If you'd like to find it, it'll be linked somewhere on the screen now. But having just simple bobby pins, super glue, zip ties, or just extra pieces to be able to cover and or repair the pieces that could potentially break is going to really put you at ease and make sure that you are ready for that kind of thing to happen. Mistakes happen at events, falling, bumping, just you never know what to expect. So I always bring a really extravagant one. And at FanExpo Dallas specifically, there is a cosplay hideaway. This year it's going to be in room D165. So if you need to find it, that should be the room number throughout the entire event. They should be posting if that changes. I will have a repair kit at my booth as well, as a bunch of other cosplayers tend to have a cosplay mom of the group or a repair person in general just walking throughout the event. So keep those in mind just in case something happens. And on to actually being at the event, I 100% would bring a bag. I know it's not going to match your cosplay. I know it's going to feel heavy and it's going to feel stupid to be dragging around a bag or a backpack, but do it. Don't try to be minimalistic. Just bring a bag. Even if it's just a tote with your phone and wallet, it's easier because you're going to buy things. You might pick up freebies. I can't tell you how many times people come to events without any bags and they end up losing things, dropping things, breaking things, and it really sucks. Just bring a purse. I know it's not going to match, but do it for your own mental health. I swear it'll make a difference. In your bag, I would 100% carry some cash. A lot of the vendors will give you a discount if you are paying in cash. A lot of the food vendors prefer you paying cash, and some people also don't have a card reader. I personally don't have a card reader, so I take cash in the like Cash App, PayPal, and stuff like that, just because that's how I'm able to like effectively run my stuff. So you got to keep that in mind. Not everyone is able to use these kind of technologies. Plus, the event might not have Wi Fi, so that could go down, and that's even worse for all the vendors. So, always have a little bit of cash so that you are prepared. I recommend bringing about 40 bucks because that'll cover food and maybe a couple things that you want to buy. And there are ATMs there, but the service fee, the service fee. Plus, like, I don't really trust ATMs that are just around a ton of people. So, do what you will on that. I personally would have the cash ready and prepared before I even walk into the building. On top of cash, I also bring business cards. Now, my first business cards that I brought to events were literally just like pieces of paper that had a photo of me and my Instagram and Facebook handles, and that worked really well. It was simple. You don't need to have something super extravagant. Right now, I have my business cards like this. They are really, really simple. It just has my information on it. It doesn't have every single one of them just because, like, I don't use them all the time. And then I have my cosplay of choice on the back. It is Han Solo at the moment. But yeah, simple little business cards. I get mine from Vistaprint. You can get them from so many places though, or you can just print them and make them yourself out of sticky notes or stickers. People have been doing stickers lately, and it's pretty cool. All right, so on the topic of things to bring still, I recommend bringing a water bottle. Now, you can't bring like liquid into the event, they will check your bags. So keep that in mind as you are packing your bag. But I would just buy an empty water or buy a water bottle, drink it, crinkle it up, and stick it in my bag because then you can refill it. You can add Powerade mix. You can just like have that be your mental health water bottle of the day so that you stay hydrated and stay safe. And plus, then if it's one of the plastic ones, you can recycle it as soon as you are done with it. I love the metal water bottles. They obviously are more like sustainable and they don't break as easily. However, they are heavy. So I would just get like a plastic one and reuse it throughout the entire weekend because, save your shoulders, shave your space as well. So now we're going to get into a couple things that are pretty important when going to any convention, not just a fan expo event, but if you see something, say something. Speak up if you're uncomfortable, speak up if you see something. There is unfortunately just a crowd of people that go to the events that are not super cool. Like we try to think that the entire community is. So keep it in mind, just be safe, be aware of your surroundings, try to be in a group, try to be like mentally ready, and please speak up for yourself and others if you see or witness something. There's always going to be staff around walking. You can always tell a vendor and or artist. And yeah, just be honest and be kind when you're at these events. There's a lot of stress and a lot of traffic and a lot of exhaustion that people are going to be dealing with. So I try to put my best foot forward and stay positive throughout the entire thing. But please keep that in mind. And my last thing that I'm going to talk about is just overall cosplay rules. Obviously, cosplay is not consent. Do not touch a cosplayer. Do not take a photo of a cosplayer without asking first. Cosplay does not give you the opportunity and or excuse to exploit a human being. So please keep that in mind. It is top, top tier important. So please, if you see something that is wrong, you can say something. But one of my biggest things as well with just cosplay rules is don't judge other people's cosplays. You don't know what they have going on in their life. You don't know what's going on with their cosplay or even their day, minute, or hour. So just be kind. If you see a character you like, you can compliment them, but don't compare, don't judge. Just be there and have fun. If you don't like somebody, don't talk to them, but you also don't have to talk smack about them. A positive mindset is going to make your whole con experience way better for you and everyone else in your surrounding. So, just as an overall cosplay rule suggestion, follow the cosplay isn't consent and just be nice. It's really not that hard. Just be nice. But yeah, I hope these tips and tricks help you be prepared for FanExpo Dallas this year. I will see you there as a cosplay guest. I am doing a panel on cosplay shopping on Sunday. So I hope to see y'all there. I'll link the Facebook event that I made down below. And yeah, that is it for now. I'll see you next time. Bye. I just want to give a big shout out to all of my patrons, including those in the Mr. Stark tier, Lewis, Mondo, and John. Thank you guys so much.